The man is back. The immortal Hulk Hogan is in the building. So much has changed since the last time I talked to you. First of all, you're back in WWE. What brought you back?
It's just destiny, bro. You know there's a plan, dude. I mean, after my career and everything I've done in the wrestling business, this is my home. This is where I needed to end up. And the cool part is, you know, when timing, man, when things go down the right way, when it's meant to be, I mean, it's kind of like everything lined up perfectly. My life came back together. Everything's cool with my new wife. My businesses are doing good. And as far as the wrestling career, I mean, this is like the destiny where I should have been. And like, you know, just to beat up the network, the cool thing is, I'm like the guy now. You know why? Because you can have the grandfather and the dad and your son there. They all got something in common. They all know Hulk Hogan. They all know WWE.
My favorite pay-per-view events used to be the old SummerSlams and the old WrestleManias.
Well, you can go back and watch them all now. You know what? That's what I'm going to tell the guys at Raw tonight when I get there. Guys like Cena, Christian, Edge, all these guys who grew up being Hulkamaniacs and still got my posters at their mom's house. They're cool. But all these young guys that weren't alive when I slammed Andre the Giant, or when me and Mr. T tore down the Garden in WrestleMania 1, I'm going to tell them to go to the network and watch the match. You might learn something.
Are you going to let them watch the match with the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah, man, that's cool.
The one where he won? Was that WrestleMania 3?
No, that was 6, brother. Was that 6? 6 or 7? 6? Come on, 6, yeah. No, that was cool. We passed the torch.
You cool with that?
I'm way cool with that.
Man, I don't know, man. I think they passed it too soon.
Well, a couple people think that. That's all good.
Well played, sir. You ever talk to the Ultimate Warrior?
No, brother, I don't.
Does anybody talk to the Ultimate Warrior?
I don't think so. I can't wait to see him. He's being inducted to the Hall of Fame.
That's why I'm excited about it.
I can't wait to look at him in the face paint and shake his hand, brother. So I got nothing but love for you.
Man, was there some tension between you guys, some beef, man?
Not on my end.
What was his issue with you?
I don't know. We when we were wrestling, he was cool.
Yeah.
You know, and a few times he flew back to my house and hung out at the pool with my kids. He was great with my kids.
Yeah.
And then we kind of went separate ways, and there was some legal action going on with different people suing stuff for different stuff being put out and videotapes and stuff. And after I did a deposition, everything went haywire.
That'll do it.
But, you know, whatever. People change. People regroup, man. Like I said, if I could start over with him, I'd love to do business with him. I'd love to be his friend.
Yeah.
He's cool as hell.
Well,
you know.
Well, hopefully you guys can hook up, man.
I hope so. Well, I'm going to see him soon, so we'll see.
Jake Hallman writes in and says, I'd love to know about the perils of getting older when you're mostly known as a very physical athlete. Hulk's grandfather age now. How does he deal with pressure to perform like 85 Hogan?
Yeah, it's tough, man. You know, I'm 60 years young.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, Willie Nelson said something to me many, many years ago, which now makes sense. If you slow down, you go down. That's why Jimmy Hart's in the gym every day, and I got him on that regime.
Yeah.
I train all the time, and at the end of the day, if I miss 2 or 3 workouts, stuff hurts. So, you know, at the end of the day, when you're getting up there around 60, you got to push it harder than ever. Yeah. I mean, that's your deal, man. You got to stay in the game. You get out of the game, what are you going to do? Sit around and do nothing?
That's true. Well, Willie does some other stuff where it's paid.
Oh, well, whatever. That's his deal, bro. But I mean, you know, if you, I mean, what are you going to do? What is this thing about retiring? What would I do if I retired at 65? Do nothing?
Right.
I mean, at 65 years old, I'm still going to be traveling around, coming here, bothering you, man.
One of the things that has changed over the last 20, 30 years in wrestling has been the focus on moving away from steroids, moving away from performance-enhancing stuff. WWE has a different position now than it certainly did 20 years ago.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, I should say they're cracking down on it more.
Oh, yeah. They're being more efficient. They've got a wellness program. I mean, these are athletes that they're investing a lot of money in to be performers and entertainers. And the way these guys go every night, I mean, they do more moves in one match than I did in 20 years. I mean, some of these guys like Daniel Bryan and John Cena and Randy Orton, these guys are all over the place, you know. Chris Jericho, these guys are unbelievable.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you know, not only is it keeping these guys healthy, but the mindset's changed. First off, everybody's been re-educated, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, people weren't up to speed with how much damage this stuff did. So, you know, those that participated, it was pretty much across the board in every sport. Well, now as we move forward, everybody's up to speed. Everybody gets it. It's not cool. Plus, it just there's no reason for it. This is entertainment. It destroyed her. It's hard to talk about. It destroyed her because she didn't deserve this.